Hello, people of the world, I am Personified Fear, and welcome to a brand new playthrough. Today, I'm going to be playing Salt and Sanctuary. So, this game just came out yesterday. I did play it for about an hour, so I do know how to do the opening bit, but after that, I have no idea where to go or what to do afterwards. I have a decent handle on some of the mechanics, but not all. A lot of this stuff is still a big-ass mystery. But basically, Salt and Sanctuary is, the way it has been described by many, is a 2D Souls game. And they're not wrong, but there are a couple things that Salt and Sanctuary does to deviate itself from the Souls series, at least somewhat. And a lot of the general changes I actually kind of like a little bit more in this game than in some of the Dark Souls games, or at least some of the things that they did in this. But let's go ahead and start a new game. And they start off your name as like your PSN like username or whatever the hell it is called for PSN. It's not gamer tag, I know that much. But I'm gonna change that, and we're just gonna be good old Fear, because why not? And here's the character creator. You can be a lady or a man. There really doesn't seem to be too much of a difference in terms of how they look. I think the woman's face is a little bit slimmer, but that's really about it. Let's go with that, and then we're gonna make it fucking. Oh, okay, that one's a lot. Okay, well, we'll go with that one, and no facial hair. Fuck that. Oh wait, I should probably show this off here. Let's be bald really quick. Boop. So you can actually change. So in this game, the origin is basically like your skin tone, and also how it is you're just gonna end up looking. Like there's an option here to look like a fucking Oni, and then you got one over here where is it? Yeah, with some type of bug or reptile thing, and then you're some type of zombie. I don't know what this does. It doesn't seem to really affect, like the NPCs I found, it doesn't really seem to affect like how they talk to you in any way. So I don't know, this might come into play later on, but at this point I have no idea what it's supposed to mean. Either way, I'm gonna change my hair back to this, and then we're gonna do yellow eyes. You can't see them, but the eyes are yellow. And the class I'm gonna go with is, I'm kind of stuck between either the paladin or the cleric. Basically each one of these does something different for you in the beginning. The knight, it has the most basic equipment, and also I think some of the, I don't remember what the stats are when you pick them, but it's usually just an extra point in either like intelligence, health, whatever the equivalent of faith is in this game, or like extra endurance, something along those lines. But the knight is the most basic of these. The mage starts off with a fire spell that you can use. The paladin starts off with this item that you can throw at your enemies that does a bunch of damage to it, as well as he starts off with this ring that will heal you like 0.1 health per second. Then you got the thief here, who starts with some bombs and some throwing knives. The chef, who starts with a potato. I don't know the practicality of the chef, or even this guy. From what it looks like, these guys start off at the lowest possible level, and also their stats are 5 across the board. So I don't know what the big deal of being the chef or the popper is. The chef just has a potato. The potato you don't eat to heal, you throw it at people. And that's about it. It's kind of funny, actually. The cleric starts off with this paper that you can put on your weapon, so that way you're doing holy damage, as well as a healing spell. The popper starts off with a pickaxe. I don't know if that does anything for you, and also this bomb that he can throw to do some extra fire damage. And the hunter starts off with a crossbow, and I think that's about it. But I'm gonna go with paladin, because I do like the ring that you have at the beginning with them, and also I kind of like the item that you can throw. It does decent damage against the first boss you'll see. The red shards are some type of healing item that you can use. at the beginning. You get a bunch of these later on as you play the game. So, and it's up to you if you want something to heal you at when you're doing this first area. The stone sellsword doesn't come into play until after you get into your sanctuary. I'll talk about that a little bit later when it becomes relevant. I have no idea what the amber idol does. The grasping ring gets you more salt when you defeat your enemies, and salt in this game is the equivalent of souls. And then you have the crystal spear. I have no idea what this does either. I'm going to go with the grasping ring because I like to have the extra salt. I don't know how much it increases the salt by. It's probably like 10% or something like that, but I'm going to take that ring. Alright, so let's go ahead and venture forth. This world has known war for centuries, but peace is finally preciously near. I cannot speak English. We deliver the princess to the kingdom across the sea, where a marriage alliance would save us all. Failing this mission would surely plunge us into darker days. Yes, the dankest of all the days. So what sucks about the paladin is that immediately you start fat rolling, and that fucking sucks. I do not want to fat roll. So in order to not fat roll, I'm going to take off my gloves and switch my loadout to just my mace where I'm two-handing it, and there you go. I am no longer fat rolling. So the controls in this game are a little bit different from Dark Souls. Basically, your normal attacks are going to be with your square. Your heavy attacks are going to be with your triangle. Circle basically opens doors and lets you talk to people. X is how you jump. You get one jump. I don't think there is a way to run, and if there is, I have no idea what it is, but there is no run button, at least there seemingly isn't. R1 is how you use your items. You can see your items there under your stamina bar, the light vessel. That is my item. You use R1 to use it. In order to change your loadout, you press R1, so you can have a sword and shield in one hand, and then the next one you could have like just a two-handed weapon or something along those lines. The green bar is your stamina. You want to be mindful of that, just like in Dark Souls. The red bar, of course, is your health. And I think that's about it. You can also move the camera around a little bit with the R stick, so you can kind of see what's in front of you, but not by very much. In order to switch your items, you do left and right on the D-pad, and I forgot what up and down does. I do not remember. But I think that's about it. I think I covered all of the basics when it comes down to the controls. So let's just move on and destroy some pots. Unlike Dark Souls, there's actually stuff in the pots. Oh, you there, stranger. We've been boarded on the night. They'll want to kidnap our lady and ransom her. Protect. Ooh, you did. Ow, oh god, please stop it. I was making fun of the guy who died, man. Come on now, you don't have to smack me like that. So here's your first bit of combat against these guys. You want to try to get out of here with as much health as possible because there is a boss coming up. Also, right up here you can see the princess. You can just see her and some lady. I don't know who that is, but they're there. Anyway, oh god damn it! Whoa, okay. Oh man. Also, it seems like you lose stamina a lot easier in this game than you do in Dark Souls. But a couple of mechanics that I can talk about right now, actually, is that stamina and your health actually go down over time as you start doing stuff. As you are attacking and defending and doing a bunch of other shit, your max stamina will actually go down over time. And if you get hit, your max health is actually going to go down over time. So you have to be careful about getting hit, as well as how you're managing what it is that you're doing, you know, when it comes down to attacking and using spells and whatnot. And when you use spells, that actually does deplete your max stamina. You can use them as much as you want, but the more that you use a spell, or in this case I think the equivalent of miracles in this game are called prayers, the more that you use them, your stamina is just gonna go down even more. Also to block, I kind of forgot, is L2. I don't really block at all, but yeah, you can block. Anyway, here it is, the Unspeakable Deep. The very first boss of the game. It is now, this boss is somewhat reminiscent of Demon Souls in that it is possible to kill him. You're probably not going to, though. Basic strategy of how to take him down, because I did get him down in one time when I was playing this. I did get him down to like half health. But basic strategy is to kind of just roll through all of his some of his attacks when he's winding up to strike you. You roll through those and then you start hitting him. But more than likely you're only going to get like 1 or 2 hits. And because I am using the two-handed, my mace two-handed, it is going to be taking a lot more stamina than it would if I were... not really, not as much. I'm still doing like 3 normal hits. Oh, I'm doing 4 when I have one-handed. Okay, yeah, it's still not that much. Hello there! You're just a fleshy bit of flotsam washed ashore with the rest of us, You'll want shelter, you'll want sanctuary. But what is a sanctuary without faith? I don't know. A building? There's an empty sanctuary up on the beach. You can claim it for your creed. Tell me, do you keep to the new gods? Nope. You don't keep to the new gods. Rare. Are you a pilgrim of Devora? Your sort has been dying out for centuries, I'm afraid. Yeah, sure. The followers of the goddess of light worship Devora, deity of humanity, kindness, and forgiveness. Her creed is perhaps the oldest known creed, though this could be a consequence of the cleric's meticulous record-keeping. Are you a pilgrim of Devora's light, then? Yeah, sure. A follower of the goddess of light, your journey will be difficult. Accept this earthen vessel. It will keep Devora's blessing it will bring Devora's blessing to the vacant sanctuary ahead. Thank you, friend. You can't kill NPCs in this game. That sucks. I would really like to kill an NPC randomly. These little bottles here are going to give you basically how you play the game, little tutorials. Oh yeah, to parry, it's block and square. Although parrying in this game is a little bit different than in Dark Souls. I don't think you actually have to have the exact timing. As long as you parry someone as they're hitting you, you should be fine. Oh yeah, you can view your inventory with the start button, and I think the last one is just like good luck. Oh no, onwards talk. Okay, that was a random one that someone left behind. Anyway, let's go ahead and place down the earthen vessel. And here we go. So this is where you're going to be leveling up, these sanctuaries. These sanctuaries are going to be different. Some of them will be empty, and some of them will have some of the different gods in them. And if you, no matter which sanctuary you go to, they will always give you their equivalent of what the Estus flask is in this game. For Devora, it will be the Water of Blessing. For the other gods known as the Three Kings, it's going to be the Red Flask. And for this other one, where you're basically an atheist, it's just going to be a roll of bread, I think. And each one does something different. The Water of Blessing, it will heal you, and also it will give you protection for a couple seconds. Although I don't know if that means like you're not going to take damage for a couple seconds, or you're oh god, I'm dying. Someone save me. Put me out my misery, damn it. Or if you like do extra damage. The Three Kings Red Flask, I don't know what it does for you at all. And the one where you're an atheist and you just have the roll of bread, it just heals you, it does nothing else. You can look at it right here. A vial of incandescent liquid. Its colors shift like a prism. Quaff it to restore some HP and gain a few seconds of divine protection. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I think it means that you probably get healed. You probably get like, you can't be hurt for a couple seconds. Either way, you get 4 rings in this game that you can equip on at one time. You have all of the items that you can put on right here, max of 6. I think you can actually up the amount of items you can hold later on when you level up. Then you have your weapon slot, your offhand slot, whether it be your shield, and I think you can also hold a weapon in your offhand. Not really sure, but I don't think you can. And then there is this last slot right here for charms. You'll be able to find charms later on, and each charm does something different for you. Then you have all your equipment slots right here, the head, the chest plate, the gauntlets, and then the pants. And right down here is where your miracles and spells would go. But yeah, that's basically it for this part. And in the next one, we'll be going right into the first area of the game. Let's do it.